Yes, yeah. Yes, sir. Praise the Most High. That's right. A quick update. Shalom, brothers and sisters. Let's go. All right, all right, all right. The East is where we're from. The 12 tribes of Israel. That's right. And what?
721 BC.
The Assyrian king, he took us down, we fell. With a great escape we went through the Euphrates. The Lord held the water still. To a land
where no man conquered.
All right, let's get it.
Went
The 12 tribes of Israel, and that's who we be. Manasseh, the Cubans, Ephraim from Puerto Rico, Naphtali from the Isles of Hawaii.
the Bible.
The Lord is calling back Israel. Come on. A highest gathering Israel. The Arabs and Africans told us at gunpoint to gather our wives and children, then sold us.
In the belly of these great ships we travel and fail.
By the rivers of Babylon we found our brothers here. A higher gather us. Whoa. That's right. That's right. The Most High's gathering Israel. Brothers and sisters, I'm Elder Ricard Shiar, as you know, of the Gathering of Christ Church, here with an announcement. Yes. Good news, obviously. All praises be to the Most High. I thank you all for your presence and always supporting the Gathering of Christ Church, myself, elders, and all those who work behind the scene. This wouldn't be possible without your support. And you may be wondering, what are we here again at GOCC NYC as guests? Well, guess what? It's okay. We still have the page A Gathering 144, but we found out that there's a lot of stringent policies they have put in place under this new campaign they've been running since 2020, where you're not almost allowed to be able to say anything about it without getting some type of reprimand. And we've worked too hard to keep that page up, almost 100,000 subscribers, and we don't pay for subscribers. So they understand that once we get to that 100,000 bar on A Gathering 144, that opens up a whole new stratosphere. More people the Most High can get the word to. So what we thought is, all right, we're going to leave that page alone. Yes, it's still there. You can still subscribe, tell your families to subscribe to A Gathering 144. Okay? But what we would thought, and we thank Elder Gabar for allowing us to do this as guests. For the next couple of weeks, we will be streaming directly from this page to GOCC NYC. And email will be going out to all those who are on our contact list. Okay, to let you know exactly where you can find our videos, all right? Now, find our videos and follow us as we segue into what I believe to a whole nother level of bringing this truth. Okay, I don't look at this as a negative or an impediment. We told you a long time ago that they would do things to try to restrict this word from getting to our people, leading to the mark of the beast. So it's not a surprise to us. So what we're going to do, like I told you before, look at your screen. Look at your screen. Now, before I tell you this, make sure that you send your contact. If you are a a subscriber to A Gathering 144, subscribe here. But also send your screen name and your email and contact information in case YouTube and others try to do things where you need certain information and they'll make it where through this platform we cannot get it to you. So if we bolster our contact list as we segue through this, okay, you'll be getting all the updates, videos, and everything you would need to stay on par with what we're doing daily. Okay, I'm about to pull up the screen, but before I do so, I'd like to thank Elder Lawyer and Elder Yarack for covering me this Sabbath. I missed you all, but we had a good time in the academy for those who were there. And we have a lot of work ahead of us, okay? We have a lot of trips that we're planning, so get ready. We'll be coming into a city or state near you. And you'll also have that through email, also through our contact list to let you know where we'll be. It's going to almost be like a tour. You know what I mean? I'm lining this stuff up, and we're going to be all over the place, all around the world, starting with the United States. So get ready. We will be coming to an area near you. All praises be to the Most High. It's time to do this while there's still opportunity. All right, to travel and to warn our people concerning the New World Order and the destruction that they're planning against our people. So I don't expect the devil to do anything less but to try to impede us from getting to our people, letting them know that it's time to get on the right side of the Most High and be hedged before the enemy is at the door. Now, so make sure gathering as one at AOL.com is our main our main email. Gathering as one, that's the number 1 at AOL.com. Also gatheringofchrist.org. You go there, you can also find out how to get on a contact list there through membership, and we can contact you if needed. If something go on, we can contact you to let you know, be in the know and what's going on. All right. Now, we will not be streaming from A Gathering 144 for a good minute. We have to preserve that channel alive because it gets to so many people. Okay, it's there almost 90,000, headed upward to 100,000. And once a few weeks go by, a few months go by, we'll be back there. But we will not stream from that page because right now we're under serious watch and shadow banning and all that. And if we say anything, almost put up anything concerning the truth, there's we don't want to keep that page alive. So still subscribe there. We'll be uploading there. But you might ask, well, what can we do to make sure we catch you regularly? No problem. Still go to A Gathering 144 again. Still subscribe there because we will be doing uploads there. Okay? Streaming, we'll be streaming from this platform as guests, and we will cut the clips and upload them to A Gathering 144 appropriate with YouTube guidelines. Okay? And that way, we keep the channel, everything is good, and we still deliver the word you need to live. We need to deliver to you live on a weekly basis with our radio broadcast through Blog Talk that we do here on live blog on YouTube, as well as our highly important Sabbath lessons. Now, like I said, we're going to expand this truth. Okay? The more we oppressed, the more what happens. It forces us through the Most High to do what? Hold on. Let's see here. Okay, good. Yeah. The more we're pressed, it's okay. On YouTube or any other place, it only presses us to do what? Open new doors to get to more people. So it's really the Most High in all of this. All right. So don't you get frustrated. We're going to be here, right? Let me turn this off for a second. So don't you be frustrated. Look at your screen. As you can see, it's exactly what I said we would do. Patreon. You got it. Patreon. Patreon.com/A A Gathering 144. Patreon.com/A Gathering 144. And let me put that link. Let me put that link here in the chat for you. I'm going to do it twice for you in the chat. And also in the descriptions there with this update, all these links are there so you can click on it, become members, and this is what we're doing. All of the videos that aren't allowed to be seen here will be uploaded, and we're doing it now as we speak. All the Peace FM debates, Jewish confession, the woman who came out and said what was going on with the water pipelines that would lead to people with certain symptoms in the United States who fled to South America. Guess what? That video was censored. They struck our page years ago for that and tried to take the page down because they didn't want y'all to know what was going on with the fracking system, right? Allegedly. But don't worry about it. It's not my opinion. She was just a guess. Okay, so her video will be up. The 10-penny video will be up concerning doctors or doctors with alternative views and what their insight is on what's going on right now. Their insight on what's going on right now. All the controversial videos that led you all to where we are, that made this church what it is today. Street debates, on the street, the Muslims, all that stuff that YouTube won't allow. Okay, will be uploaded on Patreon. On Patreon. I think it's only $5 per month. You understand? But it makes you a membership. It keeps you in the know. And on top of that, we're going to expand this where we'll be streaming and all that from other platforms and uploading what we would like on YouTube and still keep the A Gathering 144 going, because that will be the hub once the air is cleared and there's no strikes and all that other crap out there and anything, and we're not feeling, like we have to, bite our tongue. We'll be back there. Okay? So you can go there. Now, it doesn't stop there, right? It doesn't stop there. And that's why, folks, if you don't see me, it's okay. I'm maneuvering. Sometimes it's exhausting and a lot of work is being done. But guess what? If we don't do it, who will? Okay, so there's a lot on me right now. Family, everything else. But guess what? We must get to the finish line. Okay? Now, let me show you this right here. A lot of you probably didn't know this particular page existed. GOCC Media. GOCC Media. That's in your link. See that? Every day to every other day, I'm going to be giving updates, 5 to 10 minute clips on GOCC Media, just to keep our brothers and sisters daily in the know concerning any hot button topic that's out there that you want my perspective on and can't wait to Wednesday or the Sabbath or the Academy. So when I get a thought where the Most High is giving me something that, that must be divulged, instead of me waiting and all that, boom. If it comes and I'm out on the street and I'm being harassed under these new rules and all that, I'm being harassed, I'll videotape that and give live interviews and all that live, and it'll be uploaded here, GOCC Media. And I really want to work to bolster this page. The music will be here. Talk to Sister Shirley when we do all the plays and all that. It'll be here, as well as the quick bites. All the quick bites, not the long, like something happened real quick and you need my perspective. Boom. You can go here, GOCC Media, subscribe, and you'll have updates 5-minute videos, 3-minute videos. Sometimes it may be 30 seconds, but to put you in the know. When I'm traveling into other countries, as we're about to do, as we go into the other cities and states, as we going in, what our plans are, all that will be here on GOCC Media. See? So, and we still, going to keep the A Gathering 144 because that is really the foundation that we've worked so hard to build to get to this point. But no longer will we put anything controversial or that can be deemed or lead to a strike on that particular page ever again. We'll stream from another platform and we'll upload there. And when it's all in the clear down the line, who knows, maybe they'll make it where if you say anything concerning God or the Bible. And I think it's a shame that in this prophetic time that we cannot give a biblical perspective on what's going on and everything that's going on of biblical proportions, but yet we are not allowed through religious freedoms to give our opinion when it comes to these circumstances. I mean, what world are we living in? If my God say no about something, do I not have the God-given right? Do I not have my God-given right to say no if it's against my quote-unquote belief? Am I allowed to tell others what I believe and how following what God has shown me have been a blessing in my life, and can I not bless others? And I could never understand this, folks. In an era, in a time when there's freedom of expression, okay? When the freedom of expression is actually being accepted as courage. Sexuality, free sexuality, and this, that, and the other. If a man looking to do a transformation from male to female, that's championed. That's courage. That's promoted because that's that person's belief. That's how he feels, and it should be encouraged. That's celebrated here. But if I stand on my beliefs according to God and identify not as another gender, but if I identify as an Israelite, that's offensive. In a world when self-expression has now been encouraged. Folks, that's the world we're in. But you know what? I'm ready for the battle. I'm ready for the battle. I was born for this. You were born for this. Let's do it. You go to GOCC Media. I'm going to put that up there. And I'm going to put my sound bites up there weekly. See that? You go to Patreon. Become a member of Patreon and get all of our hidden videos that has been censored. We had to put all those videos on private. A lot of those old videos that laid the foundation for this church, that would actually let you know how prophetic the Most High have been working with us and showing us prophecy concerning what's going on right now. They don't want you to know we've been talking about what you live in now 10, 12 years ago. So we talked about it back then. They'll say it's against YouTube guidelines. As if we just made this up. They don't even want you to know that the Most High, through his word, using this church, told you that this would happen. But guess what? It's going from here. But we still have our content. We still have the content that built this foundation, built this church, and now you have access to it in a place where it's protected. Okay? The oldie but goodies. You got it? Yeah, that's right. The oldies but goodies. With all the different guests. The rabbis, the debates with the rabbis. You know, they won't even allow those debates on YouTube anymore. But you can go to any other Israelite anywhere who claim to be an Israelite, and the controversial stuff of people calling people out of their name, degrading women, talking about rape and all that stuff. Why are they allowing that to stay up? Because that's the example they want to put out there concerning God's people. That's the example they want for those who are staking claim to their identity as Israel. They don't want a positive example of Christ and claiming to be Israelites all together, in one. It's a threat to Satan's society. They want the race thing out there because the devil can control people through triggering them. They want all that stuff. Triggers are what? You got it. Controllers. If they can trigger you on either side, race, whatever the case is, man against woman, whatever it is, if they can trigger you, they can control you. And we will not be controlled, and we will not compromise. We're going to tell the truth on the platforms that will allow us to do so, and upload the Bible teachings, because what's more important with A Gathering 144 anyway, people go there to get the Bible and the understanding of it. So we can just do that there and it'll be fine. So we're going to upload that there. But when it comes to opinions and other things and media and all those things, the sound bites, because some people can't sit 3-4 hours through a video, guess what? You have GOCC media now. And in the meantime, the interim, our YouTube streams will be here where you are viewing us now until further notice. Wednesday broadcast, Sabbath broadcast. You can see us here. And what we'll do, we'll download those videos and we'll put them in their appropriate place so that nothing threatens this particular channel. See, it's time to maneuver. Right? So with that, we're at the top of the hour. I thank you all for your continued support. As you can see, GOCC Media in your description. You can go to Patreon, A Gathering 144, patreon.com/A Gathering 144. Join there and become a part of the fight. These are the videos we've done for years since this ministry began that is no longer allowed here. But as a member, you can go in and have access to all of that. And eventually, once that number boasts, when it comes to subscriptions, we're going to take this Patreon and other things we're working on to the next level. And still, we're here on YouTube. Okay? Well, if they take that down too, it's okay, because we have Santi loading up BitChute, and as well as BitChute, I'm setting up an account for Braytion. So we have BitChute coming, and we have Braytion. All right, and we still have our account with Vimeo, and we still have a good relationship with Ustream. So it's upon you to make sure we have your information so that no matter what happens here through these platforms, because they'll come, they'll go. It was one time these platforms didn't exist, but the Most High's word will never fail. So if we have to transition, don't forget, we went from Justin TV. Our first teachings were on Skype. And guess what? Even up into YouTube and beyond YouTube, Justin TV, Ustream, the Most High have always survived this church. Okay? So it's upon you to stay in contact with us. Give us your contact information. So if anything happens, even if this stuff go down, there's people we have address because they've sent us money orders or gifts or whatever the case is. We'll use, if we have to do snail mail and send mail out like the way it used to be to let you know what's going on. Even though that's the last option, but if we got the contact information, we're going to use it wisely and get you the information you need before all of this goes up in smoke. So it's upon you to make sure you're linking in, letting others know what's going on, share the content, and know and tell everyone you know we're going to send out a blast tomorrow. We're going to send out a blast tomorrow, a mail blast, to let everyone know to come here for the live streaming until further notice. Okay? And above all, like Elder Dale said, make sure you link to a body. That's right. There we go. Patreon.com/A-Gathering 144. I keep looking at this other camera over there. And when you go here, GOCC Media. This is where I'll do my quick uploads, my quick sound bites. If I got my phone and I see something happening that we all need to understand that doesn't violate these rules, boom, I'll do a 30-second or a minute clip. Who knows? We may see, who knows what we might see out there. So if I get it, you'll have it, and we'll report it live through GOCC Media. And usually all of these components we deal with within the week lead us to the Hebrew and Bible Academy. And folks, this academy, I hate to keep saying it, but it's off the rails. Straight out. We went into the creation of the universe. We also went into, after the creation of the universe, going into the portals between heaven and earth, leading to a fall that happened, where the Most High put a firmament around the earth, and guess what? He trapped the fallen ones, the birds of heaven, the cherubims, the seraphims that fell. They were capsulated in ice and built cities in ice all the way up until the water subsided. When you hear about Antarctica and all these other areas, all of that is where they were before the Most High made Eden. And then they seen the what? The image of God resting in protection by the Almighty in Eden. That's right, tracing the serpent seed. We went into the fall of the fallen ones last week, and now we're segueing into this side of the flood. You got it. The promised seed. Because they would make us believe in these Christian churches that the Most High did away with his people, his natural people, his physical people, only to replace us with Gentiles. No, we're going to show you the first Melchizedek after the flood. Who was he? His true name. And how Abraham became the Melchizedek after him, subsequent to him. And how that Melchizedek goes directly to Christ in that same order, and that he would set up a priesthood that would be living in the last days, who would proclaim his name and proclaim this truth as the chosen people of God. The promised seed. Okay. From the time of the flood, from Noah all the way up to our present time. And I'm going to be breaking down and put the questions on the table. How is it now that Christians today are claiming that God did away with his chosen people, only to replace us or them with Gentiles who aren't following Christ or Moses? Does that make any sense to you? He's going to do away with his people and replace us with this crap? Where there's no rules, no laws, no direction. He never replaced his people. We were always his people. And I'm going to go into the lies of the Jesuits, break down the Jesuits who came in with the lies, with what they call replacement theology, that they would teach us straight out of slavery, straight out of captivity. They would come into some replacement theology. It doesn't matter. He's done away with the old people. That was the bad stuff, and got a new people. As long as you deal with salvation and you're in Christ, everything is okay. No, that was the deception. A well-hatched plan by the Vatican to keep the children of Israel asleep this coming Sunday. Huh? Talking about God done away with his people, and you know what I mean, and got these people. Are you kidding me? The Most High never done away with his people. And I'm going to be going into that, finding the promised seeds of Israel. We've been scattered all over the earth, in Asia, here in the Americas, the indigenous people, parts of Australia, Europe, Africa. And the Most High said that we would all be found here all together during the awakening. You would see a remnant of all the 12 tribes here living together under the daughter of Babylon. And that's when he would awaken us all together. He would find us here in this land. And once there's a remnant of us here, the awakening would begin. And the revival would start. I'm going into that this coming Sunday, week 3 of the Hebrew and Bible Academy. And guess what? You can go to historytimes.org. And guess what? You can still get in. We'll send you the 2 weeks you've missed, because we've never taught those lessons like that ever. Since the beginning, since the inception of the academy, have those lessons been taught like that. In the meantime, it's time. Make sure you brothers and sisters put out your prayers for us. Keep your prayers going out there. We'll pray for you. You back us up. We have your back. Go to GOCC Media. The link is in the description. Go to Patreon. The link is in the description. Make sure we have your details so that if something happens, we can get in contact with you and keep you in the know. Stay prayed up. Sin not. Thank you for being here. We'll see you here Wednesday night. We will soon see Zion. Shalom. Oh, here we go. I love this part. All right. They think they can lie to us. Oh.
You can lie to me. See, it's written all over your face.
You think you can lie to me? You created out in space. Oh yeah. You can do what you want to do.
You can do what you want to do.
Tap our phones. We know you're listening.
Think how you want to think now.
But you can't stop us. The truth is rising.
We refuse.
We You think that I can't see? Hey, what you're doing to me? No. My hands on your heel, I'm pulling through. A step ahead of you. higher power's with me. That's right. You cannot stop the work. That's right. You think you're controlling me? You thought that I would stay your slave. No chains on me, no. Making it so hard to get away. Away, away. Tap our phones, we know you're listening. But you can't stop us, the truth is rising. Whoa. And you think that I can't see? Hey, what you're doing to me? Yeah. 'Cause I'm out of your league. Esau. You know a higher power's with me. Go ahead, maestro. Hey, what you doing to me? Oh. You think that I can't see? Our highest power's with me. That's right. What is his name? Huh? Our highest power's with me. Our higher power's with me. Shalom. Ha ha.